3,000 years ago, we had a big earthquake in here. This rock here fell from up there, opening up that attic. The attic is about twice the size of the room we're standing in. It's the only room we don't get to go into because the only way in and out of there is through that hole. I'm going to point out a couple different rock formations here in this room that you're going to see throughout the rest of the cavern, starting with this. It's called Flowstone. Flowstone shows where a waterfall has been. Behind every running waterfall, if you take away the water source, you find that structure. On the ceiling, you can see these tubular projections hanging from it. These are called soda straws. They are hollow all the way through, just like a straw. It's the soda straws that make up this guy. This is a stalactite, hangs tight to the ceiling. Below it is stalagmite, which is ceiling. One day these two will form together, creating a column. And then right up here, this is called drapery. Drapery gets very long like curtains or drapes. We call this cave bacon. You can see why. Any questions? Behind me is our longest staircase. Jacob's ladder. Take your time, watch your step.
All right, man.
That's so amazing.
I got it all on video.
You can walk around that rock, there's a pool of water back there, check out this room. When you're down here, I'll be at the staircase. This is the largest room of the cavern. We call this our Cathedral Room. If you use your imagination a little bit, like in a cathedral, we also have a pipe organ. You can see the pipes up there. Follow them all the way down. So the first set of keys, second set of keys, and there's also a stool. We can't play this pipe organ, but we like to think there's somebody who can. We call him Chief One Feather. You can see the feather on top of his head there. Move down past his forehead to his nose, and we kind of see a gray mouth under that. Under his chin is his beard, leading to his chest. You can make out his shoulder, going down to his elbow, his hand resting right on his lap. Over here we call this Chief One Feather's totem pole, and that weighs 3 tons. Any questions?
Oh, good.
We'll head down this way.
I got a question. What's up in here?
Huh?
What's in here?
You'll find out later.
Okay. Wow.
If you look up there, you can see the natural entrance to the cavern. That's how this place was found back in 1920. Two boys and their dog playing on top of the mountain. Their dog ran off after an animal. She fell right down that hole.
Ooh.
She tumbled down about 30 feet. The boys heard her barking. They got some rope, climbed down, got her out safely, and went straight to the farmer who owned all this land. Showed him what they found. He was excited when he saw this place and asked the boys if they'd like to continue to explore throughout the cavern. The boys had said yes, and for 3 years the farmer and the two boys explored every inch of this place. In 1923, they opened up and started giving tours right through that hole. The boys had one request, and that was to name the cavern after the first explorer, Dixie the dog. It wasn't until the 1950s that they got a construction crew down here, and they did everything, did pathways, put the floors down, handrails in, stairs, lights, all that stuff. Making pathways, they cut through a lot of formations, so they did a lot of damage back then.
This is amazing. I ain't never seen nothing like it. This should have been on YouTube. We get him left. Wow.
This hallway here is the first area they had to do some digging. They were able to get to the rest of the cavern, but there was small crawl space. This ridge here is the original floor of that crawl space. They had about 12 to 18 inches to crawl through on their bellies. They called it Back Scratcher Hallway. Look up at the ceiling, you can see these broken soda straws giving it its name.
Mm-hmm.
You can check out this little room first.
It's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's water.
I already seen it.
This is a neat formation right here. This is called a Rimstone Pool. Every drop of water that drips in here, minerals are riding their way to the edge, and it's this rim all the way around that's being built up. One day it will completely form over, keeping the water trapped in there. When that happens, we call that a water geode. We also call this our magic mirror. In a moment, I'm going to turn off this light. It's 4 to 5 inches deep. It's going to look like it's 4 to 5 feet deep. If you come around to where I'm at and get above it, you'll see straight off into that other room we call Fairyland. 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone
No. You gonna go?
there. I take your picture.
We're in the caverns. I'm too tall. The video, everything.
How deep is it?
We're still above ground level.